Today, the world watched as Pope Benedict XVI gave his final address and then officially retired from the papacy. It leaves a lot of questions about the next pope, how that person will be picked, and what's ahead for the Catholic Church. Joining us live now from Vatican City, where she's been all day, NBC's Marianne Ahern. Marianne, thanks for your time tonight. You know, I think American Catholics may be wondering about the next pope and how open or not he will be to reform in the church. Is that a factor at all for the cardinals now meeting?
Well, certainly, Brian, the Catholic Church is a huge tent. Americans considered sometimes cafeteria Catholics, liking to pick and choose which of the doctrines they believe in, whether or not they say no to divorce or no to birth control. Sometimes you hear women who would like to be ordained. In Europe, it's not the same. Of course, in Africa and other lands, not the same, a little more conservative. But Americans, of course, and many others are perhaps looking for someone younger with more stamina, someone who would perhaps invigorate the church at a time when many see it is at a crossroads. Brian?
Marianne, with all of this stuff that happened today in Rome, I think one of the things that strikes Catholics here maybe is they don't know how to react to all of this. Is this a celebration? Is this a time for reflection? Is this a sad occasion? Is it a happy one?
I think it's probably all of those. It's a transition for sure. This was a public wake. It was to watch someone who is still alive and yet say farewell. We probably won't see much of Benedict. Will we never see him? Who's to say? He is promising to live a quiet life of prayer. 600 years, we have not seen this before. So it is also a time of transition. After John Paul II's long papacy, this one only 8 years. Now folks are wondering, which way will it go? Well, think of this. Some 67 of the cardinals are been appointed by this pope, so most likely they are more of the conservative bent for those who might be looking for some big change, Brian.
And Marianne, quickly, we've got about 30 seconds. We're about 30 days here away from the holiest day of the year for Catholics, Easter. Will we have a new pope by then?
I would think so. Many are looking for the conclave to start perhaps March 10th or 11th. Maybe it would last a few days and have an installation on the 17th. That's, of course, wishful thinking to some. But clearly with Palm Sunday on the 24th, that week of Holy Week, they want to have a new pope, the holiest of holy holidays of the Catholic Church.
All right. Marianne Ahern live in Vatican City tonight. Marianne, thank you.
Pope Benedict became known as the first pope on Twitter. Before leaving Vatican City today, he sent his last tweet on his account at Pontiff X. He said, "Thank you for your love and support. May you always experience the joy that comes from putting Christ at the center of your lives." As for the future of that Twitter account,
the Twitter address of the Pope will be in abeyance. It will rest for a few days until the new Pope is elected, and it remains at his disposition whether or not he wishes to use that.
Benedict sent his first tweet via an iPad on December 12th saying, "Dear friends, I am pleased to get in touch with you through Twitter. Thank you for your generous response. I bless all of you from my heart."